What's up, guys? It's King Daddy D-Mac, and welcome back to, I guess, another talk about what we started the other day. Yeah, I thought what I said was pretty clear, pretty hard to misconvey, and, good enough to get the general point across of what we're talking about, which is, of course, the toxicity that has been growing amongst the modder and modding community in Ark. I specifically in my video didn't drop really names. The only thing that I did talk about was in Primal Fear, and I'm not going to walk back a single thing that I said in the video because I agree with everything I said, but I made one problem. I wasn't, for a lot of people that are not in the know, I was a little vague about the situation. And it was kind of interesting to see how many people jumped up and immediately took defense to this and thought I was talking about them. Let me be clear, if I wasn't clear enough the last time. I'm only talking about some specific people and communities. I'm not talking about the base mod of Primal Fear. I'm pretty sure I brought up PIKKON is the mod author of the base game of Primal Fear. Many times brought up, not talking about him. I was talking about the Primal Fear unofficial extras. Yes, that's what I was talking about. Why? Because that is at least who was credited with said update that I had a problem with. Now, that alone was just kind of the latest thing that was an example of what I was trying to show as a greater problem. I have no problem, and I'm pretty sure I was specific about this, I have no problem with mod authors better balancing their mod. That is not at all the issue, not at all the problem, at all. It's the methods that some mod authors go and use to do this. Now, that method happened to be, it was a great example of it, and I'm almost thankful that it happened so that I could use it as said example. But I think every mod author and every person that plays modded Ark would agree if Wildcard poofed every single mod for being a mod on Ark, or because they didn't agree that it played like their base game, yeah, they'd be crying their heads off, screaming bloody murder. Like, it's just, that's a fact. Wildcard doesn't do this, and they don't have a problem with it. But then where the hypocrisy of it all lies is then why would mod authors, not all, again, this is, I'm being vague because the point isn't to call out people by name and to say them, that person. That is not what my point was, and that is why I was so vague. But why should you then have the right to go and do these practices for a game that you are getting the rights to make your modifications to? Why then should you shame other modifications? Again, it's like if someone doesn't play vanilla Ark, you don't have to yell at them and say, you're not playing vanilla Ark. This is not the way it was intended. Well, guess what? The person that is playing knows that. They know they are not playing vanilla Ark. And it's the exact same analogy for all mods. Someone can choose what they want to do. It is not, in my opinion, your right to tell them. Now, again, though, that is my opinion. That is up to debate. But the method of the methods of correcting this were the problem. The rest is, yes, a debatable issue. I happen to think I'm right on this, but, we'll leave that at that. That's no reason to shame someone. And guys, get rid of your pitchforks. This is not, the point is not to go after all mod authors or really any mod author, because that's not even my underlying point. It's the point of why would this mod author have gone that far? Why? Because they most likely, it seemed to me, thought it was funny, and because they're developing a god complex, more or less. And they don't give a crap about the player. It is for their own amusement. Other methods could have been taken, but the most smarmy, annoying, rub it in your face method was done, to just say F you to the player. Because they feel they are justified, they are right, and they can do whatever they want. And yeah, they can. But it doesn't mean you have to sit down and take it. Because this whole thing, it all boils down to stand up to bullies. That's it. That is it. A lot of the modding community has become bullies. And they feel they can bully and shame everyone else to be exactly the way they want you to be. And let me break it to you. Even if you are their way, they're probably going to still try and bully you because they are just bullies. That's it. Plain and simple. And you know what? I don't sit and take it. Now, in this particular case, I've been told, and I didn't know this going into making the last video, but I've been informed that it was actually something directed specifically at me, as a content creator playing this. I had the suspicion of this. It seemed awfully convenient that this happened because I actually complained about the same thing when I first found out this existed in Primal Fear Extras. And I basically said that's slimy as hell. That is really dirty, really disrespectful. But I left it at that. But then the same exact change about a week later gets dropped in normal Primal Fear. Now, I've had lots of run-ins with these people many times throughout my experience, and it has always been them trying to some way belittle me and people that play like me, and getting a kick out of trying to say, I'm superior to you because I play this way and you don't. And therefore, I should not only not agree with the way you play, but I should shame you and try and embarrass you for that. And it's just, quite honestly, as I said in my last video, disgusting and goes against the spirit of why people play mods in the first place. It's mind-blowing. Now, I got a lot of people that came up after my last video, and they tried to, basically, because they can't really defend what the crap, against what I'm saying, because I'm telling you, I'm right. I think that. I do. But I'm not going to rub it in your face. But to go and then try and, while they can't defend their position, instead resort to trying to shame me because I make money off of playing Ark and Ark mods. Did you know that? Was that something that nobody knew? Dude, I'm a YouTuber. Great job, Sherlock. You solved the case. Shame me because I'm a YouTuber. There you go. And yeah, I am making money off of this video, and I did off of the last video. Does that change anything I'm saying? Am I selling you a product right now? Am I apologizing for something that I did wrong? Is that what I'm doing? Is that why? No, I'm going to make money off of these bullies just to throw it in their face. But that's besides the point. Not even something I thought about when making the video. But it just makes me chuckle to know that they're giving me content to talk about this. I mean, I think it's an injustice and a wrong, and I don't do this. I wasn't upset because I lost my dinos. I don't care. I have admin access. I can bring back anything I want. It's not about me. It's about all the people that don't and can't and have been crapped on in the discords of these places and shamed by these people. And it just brings up a new breed of Ark players in the modding community that think this is acceptable and this is cool and this is the way things are and should be. It was never like this before, but a few toxic people have risen in the ranks and slowly slid their virus, absolutely toxic virus, into a lot of other players who don't even really think about. They're just like, this is the way it is. This is the meta. I'm supposed to talk crap about everyone that doesn't play the exact way I do. Even the slightest variation, but it's never gonna be good enough. Never, because they are bullies. And other people, to fit in, try and be bullies too, and it just breeds toxicity. This is what the crap I was talking about. It doesn't take long to research this and look at it yourself. Just jump into many of the modded discords. You want a great example? And actually probably about 95% of where this started and what I was talking about, go to the Omega Discord. Go hang out there. Check out how things are there. There's a great video that came out surprisingly the same day that mine did. Completely random, but I think it pretty much spells out very honestly and very open exactly what I am talking about. I will link it in the description. It is from Derpy. Yeah. Go check it out. I'm also going to link my previous video so you can know what I was talking about. But again, I want all of you other modders and everything and people, players to know this is most likely not directed at you. And by you defending these toxic people, it looks pretty suspicious. Do you have a guilty conscience? Is that why you're speaking out? Is that the problem? Because I wasn't talking about you, but I don't know. Should I be? Like this, it's ridiculous. Then other people, they try and bring up about me. Oh, well, you know, you're making money off of playing these people's mods, but they don't even make money off of it themselves. Did I do that? Is that my fault? Am I stealing their money? Are they not allowed to go and make videos as well? Is that a problem? I didn't do that, and this has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Take it up with Wildcard or make your own game then instead of modding off of someone else's game. I appreciate so much the hard work that so many mod authors have put into time. It is a thankless job. Thankless. All they hear all day are people complaining about their mod, which I'm sure many of them are just taking what I'm saying, complaining about it, and they're not getting crap from Wildcard, and you know, this is a whole other topic. Yeah, maybe that partially is why a lot of mod authors are, you know, a little high strung. I get it, but that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I am talking about the future of Ark mods, because this is still not a major problem, but it's growing. The seeds were planted and it is growing, and it is only going to get worse unless mod authors, again, not talking to all of you, but I'm sure even some of you start to see these other people doing stuff and thinking, you know, maybe I should do it like that. Maybe this is how it should be. Maybe I should absolutely shit on the players of my game. You know, maybe I should say I hate content creators. I want to ask you, how many of you have started playing a mod that you didn't first see from a content creator. Maybe some of you, but the vast majority learned about the mod from a content creator. We are not your enemies. Sorry if we don't always play the way you want it to be played, but guess what? We brought eyes to your mod. It is then up to you to spell out ways in which you should play. But it doesn't change the fact. Who cares how someone plays it? They are playing it. And is it, you're only turning people off and making it a bad place by spending more times with your updates trying to worry about what other mod is out there that is going to bastardize the way I intend the game to play. Spend time improving your mod. Don't worry about that, because there's always going to be a new mod that is going to somehow exploit yours. That is what mods do. Your mod exploits Ark, the base game, to something else. And does Wildcard shame you for doing that? I don't think so. So why would you do that to anyone else? Again, who cares how someone plays as long as they're playing? Simple. Again, so deviated from the topic, because so be it. You don't agree with me. You want to have total control. Honestly, you should make your own game instead of modding another game, but fine. That's debatable. But you don't have to do it in such a smarmy way to absolutely shit on the people playing their game and the content creators that are freely advertising your game. I mean, what the hell? Wake up. It's just disgusting. And if you want to know who you should watch out for, who is toxic, all you got to see is look in the comments. You'll see all the little snakes pop out and defend their position. Oh, my lord. Oh, they're cheating in your mod. Oh, you better patch that. I love it. I love it. Because I get to see the stupidest people in the world, the most toxic people, come out and reveal themselves. Keep doing it. And guess what? I would love it if you gave me more content to make another video about it. Because, yeah, I'm making money off you from being a freaking idiot. Just keep it up. See where it goes. I could do this forever. I'm getting more views off of this than I am from your damn mods. So what? Keep up the content. I'm loving it. It's just, it blows my freaking mind that someone would accuse, oh, well, I'm toxic, but, but he made money. It's like, oh, well, it instantly validates your point. It's just mind blowing. I'm sorry. I get way off topic there, but it just blows my mind. The nerve of some people. You don't like what I'm saying? Don't watch. I said in the thing, if you don't want to support people, don't support people that are shitting on you. It's just plain and simple. Don't do it. Don't take it. Don't let bullies bully you. Don't do it. I'm not going to, and you shouldn't either. That's it. Because I actually care about where the community is headed and going. I don't want every person that wants to come into modding to think this is how they should treat players in the community. And guess what? You think it's just the content creators and the players they crap on? No. They crap on just about every new mod that comes out that isn't from them or their friend group. That's it. They don't give a crap about you either. I actually do. And I actually try my best to showcase your stuff. And if you don't want me to play your mods, I won't. That's fine. I won't at all. I have no problem. But don't act like I wasn't practically begged by so many upcoming mod authors to do their mods, or highly encouraged to, or that a boy, thanks for playing my mod. Don't act like that didn't happen. Again, not talking about everyone. It just, it's just ridiculous. It's mind blowing, some of the stuff that comes up. Back to the previous video, chances are I was not talking about you. So don't worry about it. Do I support mod authors to make their own choices? Yes. Do I support mod authors crapping on the community? No, I don't. I think that's bullying. I don't stand up to bullying, and you shouldn't either. Plain and simple. So thanks, guys. Make sure, again, like I said, you don't want to take my word for it. Go to many Discord communities. You can usually find out in a half an hour of how they treat the community and people coming in trying to learn their mod, how they treat them, and chances are in that community, if the people there aren't nice and they're mean and they're smarmy, the apple don't fall far from the tree. It's as simple as that, And to those of you mod authors that don't think that applies to them, maybe you should do a little bit to reel in your community just so it can be a better place for everyone. Simple as that. Doesn't take much. I can't be the only one doing your job. So love it, hate it. I think that's the truth. Why am I doing it? Because I actually care. I do. I want to continue playing Ark, and it's getting pretty dang hard. Simple as that.